Okay, welcome back. So today our focus is on stretching. And as I'm sure many of you know, stretching is very, very important, right? Stretching helps with our flexibility. It helps with recovery, helps to elongate those muscles or whatever's tight, helps to release and allow for a better range of motion. So I recommend stretching on a regular basis to help increase your flexibility. So I'm going to show you what I do and what's been helping me throughout my process and what I do with bodybuilding and how it's really helped for me to heal my fatigued sore body, okay? So we're going to start with this particular stretch first. We're going to sit straight, legs out in front, feet up high. We're going to bring our arms all the way up, breathing up. So inhale up and then release. And then we're going to come all the way over. We're going to grab our toes. If grabbing your toes does not work for you just yet, go ahead and grab your ankles and you want to come forward as far as you can. Remember to breathe and hold your stretch for a 30-second count. Now, because I like to do a little bit extra, with each breath in, as I exhale, I come down even forward, bringing my chest flat to my knees. Not everyone can do this. If you can, great. If not, then hold your stretch here. If you can get lower, go ahead and get lower. Challenge yourself. Try, right? And then roll yourself up. Okay, next. Bring my knees up to my chest. And I hold it here for a 30-second count. I get a nice stretch on my hamstring with doing these. And then repeat to the other side. Okay. Then I take both of my heels and I pull them in as close as I can. I like to hold on to the top of my toes because it helps me to be able to keep my feet in as close as I can to my body. Otherwise, I feel like they're just falling forward. So bring them in, and at the same time, bring your knees as close down to the ground as you can. And again, make sure to breathe. Inhale, exhale, and hold it for a 30-second count. This is as far as I can go and something that I plan to work on, because the goal for me would be able to get my knees as far down, touching the ground, which I clearly cannot do right now. From this position, bring your either right or leg flat, bring that heel closer in, bring that knee down, and hold it there for another 30-second count. Make sure to breathe. Hey, Robin. And then repeat to the other side. Now, this side is a problem for me, and it always, well, it hasn't always, but it's been as of late. I can only bring my heel as close in as to where it's at right now, and my knee does not want to touch the ground. It's like stuck right there. So that's something that I need to work on. So, and I push my knee down just a little bit. And then release. Okay? I'm getting hot, so I'm going to take off my sweater. Okay. And you can see my kitty right behind me, the famous, well, he wants to be famous. That's my famous Batman. Okay, so next, I'm gonna get down flat on my back. Make sure not to bump the king of the house. Hi, Batman. And from this position, we're gonna bring our knee, almost similar to what we were doing when we were sitting up straight. We're gonna bring our knee into our chest. But in this case, we're gonna bring the opposite leg down nice and straight. Get it as straight down to the ground as you can, pulling that knee close in to your chest, and you wanna hold it for 30 seconds. And then you're gonna repeat. Your lower back, nice and flat to the ground. Bring both knees and pull them right into your chest. And if you're comfortable in doing so, you bring your legs up, pull them over, and hold it for 30 seconds. And release. Next. Leg straight, keep that leg straight, and bring your opposite knee over, all the way over. And then with your opposite arm, pull the knee down, and you want to get your shoulder in this stretch. You should literally be able to shoulder to ground and knee to ground, right? However, I unfortunately cannot do that, so this is where I stop with this particular stretch, but each time I do it, I do my best to try to bring my knee down even further, getting a nice twist on my torso. Hold it for 30 seconds. Of course, don't forget to breathe in and breathe out. And repeat to the other side. Excuse me. Okay. Good. All right. Next. Back in the seated position, shoulders back. Okay. We're going to take right, left, take our left, bring it over, take your right underneath, and we're going to pull that arm in and over and hold it for 30 seconds. That's Robin. Yeah, hi Robin. Then repeat to the other side. Okay. Now we're going to take our left arm, come all the way over. Get a nice stretch on the side of your obliques. Holding it for 30 seconds. Hi, bud. And repeat to the other side. You're in the way. You're in the way. This wants to be on camera. Can you just like go here?
That's good.
Just go there. Just stay right there. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to turn over and we're going to get on our knees, okay? We should be okay. So we're going to start off in this position here. We're going to push all the way back, push the glutes all the way back. Push the glutes all the way back. Okay? 30-second hold. And bring the arms, stretch them out as far as you possibly can in front of you. Getting a good stretch. And remember, breathing is so important. As you breathe in and you exhale, you should be able to literally stretch just a little bit more each time, okay? It's like you're releasing more oxygen into the muscle, allowing for it to stretch that much further. Okay? So now, walk yourself back up. We're going to take our right knee and we're going to bring it forward like that, and the left leg all the way back. Now we're going to get a good stretch in the groin area. Okay? Just stretch it out and hold it for 30 seconds. Remember to breathe. And we're going to repeat to the other side. Okay? Bring the knee up. And do the same thing on the other side. I like to stretch out so I get a nice stretch on my torso, and you can see that. Because nobody wants to be tight. I don't like to be this tight. It's not comfortable. And it doesn't help when you're training, especially when you're squatting 245 pounds. It doesn't help. So bring the knee in. Still in this position. We're going to do what they call the cat-cow. Okay? So we're going to dip down like the cow. I really don't know why they call this the cat-cow. It looks crazy to me, but it's very effective. And then you're going to come up like the cat, like that. And you're going to repeat. And breathe up. And breathe out. And breathe up. Breathe out. As you can see, I do enjoy doing them now. Okay, so next we're going to do a reach, okay? Keep in this position, keep the glutes up, and we're just going to reach forward. You're going to get a nice stretch in your side. Just reach forward, hold it for 30 seconds. Repeat to the other side. Again. Okay, so for this next stretch, we're going to stretch our quads. And because I'm a little bit more advanced with some of the things that I do, this is like my go-to stretch in this floor position. So follow along the best that you can. Okay, I'm going to show you what I do. So I get down on my stomach and I grab one of my legs and I pull through the ankle, bringing my heel towards my buttocks, gluteus maximus, whatever you want to call it. And I just pull it closer, and don't forget to breathe. And of course, don't forget to hold it for 30 seconds. Okay? Now, we're going to repeat to the other side, and then I'm going to show you what I do when I do these, okay? Okay. So you want to see what I do? If you can do it, do it. This is what I do. I grab both my ankles and I pull them back together and I hold it for 30 seconds. Okay, so there's my floor stretches. Now let me show you my standing stretches. I'm going to show you some stretches that you can do in a standing position. So we're going to start off with our feet a little bit further length apart from our shoulders. I'm going to come all the way down. And actually, I'll step to the side here so you can see and follow along with me if you'd like. Come all the way down, touching your toes. If you can't touch your toes, then just come down as far as you can with your hands dangling down toward the ground. If you can touch your toes, or if you have that level of flexibility that allows for you to bring your hands flat to the ground, you can do that as well. And hold that position for a 30-second count. And remember to inhale and exhale. Breathing is so very important, people, so make sure you are breathing. Okay? Now we can increase the intensity of that and bring our feet together. I do these and I get a pump every single time. And again, you can't bring your hands flat. I think I just have long arms. I really think that's what it is. Bring your hands flat to the ground, or let them dangle, whatever works best for you. You should feel a nice stretch on your lower back, which people tend to complain a lot about. For me, I've had a lot of lower back issues throughout my pregnancies. I've had 4 pregnancies. I carried out to here, which put a lot of pressure on my back. I've also had 2 epidurals and 2 C-sections, which had caused a lot of issues with my back. I also had a sciatic nerve. That was a major issue. It would literally make me drop to the floor, like without even notice. So since I started stretching and doing various activities through my training, it's actually strengthened my back, releasing that nerve that kept pressing, creating what they call the sciatic nerve syndrome issue, whatever the case may be. So stretching like this has really helped. This is one of the things that I did that really helped. So if you suffer with sciatic nerve, I am not a doctor, and I'm not telling you that this works for everybody, but it did work for me, okay? So the next, facing forward, legs parallel, a little bit wider apart from your shoulders. You want to come over, and you should feel a nice stretch in your hamstring, okay? And in your side. The further out you come, the more of a stretch you get to that side, and the more of the stretch you're going to feel on the hamstring. And then we're going to repeat to the opposite side. Bring the arm all the way up. Okay? And then you can come back to the middle and roll yourself up. Okay? Right. Now the thing that we can do in the standing position is we can bring that arm all the way up and all the way over. And it's raining outside, which is absolutely wonderful. A rainy day calls for a great stretch session. Yeah, that's what I think. And then we want to repeat to the other side. And don't forget, 30-second hold, and breathe. Okay? Next, rotate. I love doing these because I can always feel a little in my back when I do it. Okay? Shake yourself up. So those are a few things that you can do to prepare. Actually, I recommend you stretch every other day. If not every day, for 10 minutes every other day for 15 to 30 minutes is awesome. That's what's worked for me, and it's helped immensely. Stretching was not something that I made a focus with my training regimen, and I wish I had. Otherwise, I would be so much further along with some of the things that I can do physically. However, I think at 45 for everything that I'm doing, it's pretty phenomenal. However, I would like to definitely improve in certain areas, and that's where stretching regularly helps. Like I said, if not daily, every other day, I would definitely recommend 10 to 15 minutes moving